Good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to more Trigger Happy Havoc. It is cold as hell right now, and I am very, very cozy and warm and bundled up, which is good because, or it could be bad, also because this chapter is, as I mentioned in the last stream, it is bad, but it's bad on purpose because it plays into a lot of revelations that are going to come up in chapter 6. That doesn't necessarily negate the fact that it is pretty grating to go through, even though it's one of the shorter chapters. I honestly think that chapter 5 is meant... I think chapter 5 and chapter 6 were probably meant to be one chapter, but it was probably a bit too long, which is funny to say about this game because it loves being longer than it needs to be when it comes to anything. But yeah, most of what happens here is basically to throw you off in order to reveal some stuff about the entire game in the final chapter, which is chapter 6. It depends on... I'm not exactly sure if I'll split this one up into the daily life and then the deadly life along with the trial. I might possibly split it up. I'm not entirely sure just yet. We'll see how I'm feeling once we get to that point today. But the daily life does not last too long. The investigation doesn't last too long, and the trial itself also doesn't last too long. From what I've seen, based on averages, it's maybe about 4 hours total. But we'll see what happens. If I'm, that's about 4 hours total, but I think that's without any sort of commentary. And I don't know if that includes the alternate ending, which is not very long, but we'll see what happens. But anyway, for right now, we will go ahead and get this started because there's going to be a lot of flashbacks, a lot of revisiting one really stupid-looking CG. So we'll go ahead and see what we got.
Mukuro Ikusaba.
What?
Mukuro Ikusaba,
Yes, who?
the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
Ultimate despair. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. Man, they're actually broadcasting the hell out of this. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. So 3 days, okay. I think even the creators themselves were kind of like, they were in a rush to get to the next chapter because that's where all the really good shit happens. For this game, anyway. In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, you didn't make small talk or anything. We never just get straight to the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Byakuya, it's clear that you have never played Danganronpa, but I'll be fair here. He really has not hung around a lot for this, and I actually agree that it would be nice to actually get to the point a little bit faster in this game, but you got to roll to play Byakuya. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours?
Well?
He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's actually right on the mark. Very astute, hero. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. The lead that lets you not figure out anything from the last trial. Why are they letting this asshole lead them around like this? Just because he literally does not know anything about anything, again, unless it's very obvious. And most of the time, he's just wrong or says the stupidest shit. Like I said, the creators love this goddamn character, and I do not know why. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder.
In the name of my family.
And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Huh? Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. I mean, she's in the middle of her erotic fantasy about Byakuya. Let her be. Do you really want her to talk? When has she ever said anything pleasant? I think the shit that Jack has said, even though it's darker in nature, is overall more pleasant than anything Toko said throughout the entire game. Woo! Jesus. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. Gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. Okay.
What's your deal?
She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult, so I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Okay, kind of useful, Byakuya.
Huh?
What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. Jesus.
How about that?
And you're okay with that, Toko? Damn. That's really what low self-esteem does to a motherfucker, isn't it? We got Hiro and Aoi actually treating Toko like a human being, and she still will not do anything because she thinks Byakuya treating her like shit is both affectionate and what she deserves. Therapy, Japan. Try some fucking therapy. Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under?
Whew.
I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against.
Come on.
And yet, I let myself get involved. Because you's a bitch, Byakuya. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. Okay.
Let's go.
We're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouth and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. Why are you pressured by him? He ain't shit. Alright, so 5th floor should be open. This feels like a bug right here. Because you can't go... You can access the 2nd floor, but you can't go up through this particular gate. And I don't think the game ever explains why. Like, I actually want to check this out. Let's go to the 2nd floor real quick. Okay. Hallway stairs, 2nd floor. Does this lead down to the 1st floor, or does it lead to the main entrance area? Okay, so this is the main entrance area. And where is the other? Where do those stairs lead? I should have just fast traveled up to the 4th floor, but that's fine. Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that because we're on the horribly structured 3rd floor. Yep, here we go. Alright, 5th floor. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened up to... Jesus. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Probably because it's humid as hell. You got a whole garden up here. So 3 classrooms. Hello, Allie. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. Okay, so this is locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign in the hall says, oh yeah, this is where, where all the dead bodies are stored. It doesn't even say bio lab, it just says bio and roll. Two classrooms. This is the dojo. The archery range. It's an archery. Makoto. He is somehow not seeing anything like an average person would see, and yet is still able to keep up with everything. It's a taiko drum? Oh no, sword. A straw. Blah, blah, blah. It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training year 2? By the by, I have now gotten to the point where I need maybe around 15 coins to get a 50% chance of getting something new from the gacha. So I don't know why they spend all this time with giving you singular Monokuma coins. A suit of armor is on display. It's extremely Japanese. I mean, so are you. Yes, Kyoko? What Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
Nukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying hidden somewhere in this school.
Jesus Christ.
The one they call the ultimate despair.
Yes,
Watch
that.
out for her.
Damn it, did I say that this was the chapter I was going to do the drinking game, or was it going to be the final chapter? If I forgot it was this chapter, I promise I'll make it the final chapter. They're going to be repeating a bunch of shit too there. There too. Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera.
Hey.
You understand why, right? She was trying to tell me that whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be that important?
So then...
We're finished here. That wasn't even a conversation. That was just a reminder that there's another surveillance cam here. She made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end. And just like usual, I didn't understand anything any better than before. Makoto, you just understood why you got the message loud and clear. You can't talk about anything critical right now because you're being watched. But, okay. What else is there to see? Oh, is it this? Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom.
Hey.
It's quite elegant. This is what you consider Jesus, Makoto.
Indeed.
I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering your situation, isn't it kind of out of place? Along with the giant-ass air purifier that takes up an entire science lab. Makoto, expect the unexpected at this point. What else we got? There's that same tree. Oh, the locker here. It's the camera. There's a bunch of wooden lockers in here. They really do lead you by the nose around the. They lead you by the nose to whatever is going to be pertinent. They really have a bad problem. Nothing feels organic when you're exploring any of this shit. Because these would not stand out otherwise unless the game was trying to telegraph to you that, hey, this might come up later. The wood lockers and keys remind me of super old school public bathhouses, like the one on the first floor. And this other tree.
Hey. Indeed.
Okay, same dialogue. Is that everything? And this is the main attraction here. This big ass fucking garden. Or, God damn it, what is it called? It's a word that I'm forgetting that is a better descriptor. Not a greenhouse. Maybe they refer to it as a greenhouse, but there's something else. Is it arboreum or something? I don't know. I'm probably sounding fucking stupid. Anyway, hello, hero.
Yo!
At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they just painted the walls and the ceiling.
You know?
Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. Helps me relax.
What the heck?
That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? Oh god, this is gonna be riveting. It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore,
The end is nigh!
they'll put their plan for global and human extinction into action.
Well?
I'm serious. Good response, Makoto. Good response. Camera. Giant ass plant. Monitor. Oh, it's the chicken coop. Could a chicken, even if you create a specific place for them, could chickens survive in an environment like this? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? Nothing is regular, Makoto. We just talked about this. Like, they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs. If you haven't played, play Bomb Chicken. It's actually pretty good. Came out years ago, though, but pretty fun. Or something crazy like that. It seems safe. You know what? We'll just do this. It's a chicken. It's not gonna, like, lay a bomb, is it? It's a chicken. It's not expecting to be fed like humans. How do you just listen to that bet? Admittedly, we wouldn't know this because you can probably do this in any order. But Makoto, you can't convince me that you would have that blank ass expression in response to all the crazy shit Hiro was saying, and then have these thoughts floating around your mind. But next one, it's a chicken. It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. It's a chicken. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It's a chicken. It doesn't have, like, a second form, right? Makoto is easily one of the smartest students of the cast, and he's also really fucking dumb. Everybody in this game is fucking dumb. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love these little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5. You know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6. Oh shit, what the hell was that? Jesus. Ugh. At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, That's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos.
I'm at least 30% right.
It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. He never lets me get a word in edgewise. Neither does anybody else, Makoto. Oh, this is... Yep, this thing. There's some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? Oh, God. Wasn't ready for this, but here we go.
It's for the sprinklers!
Sprinklers?
Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. The sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to.
Pertinent info. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30. Yes, that thing. The very easy to understand thing he just said. Fuck, why? You would think that after a certain point, the writers would think that you would understand how the game works enough to not have to repeat every single fucking thing. Like, it's always basic information. It's always a sequence of basic information, repeating that basic information, and confirmation of that basic information while repeating it. I don't think that anybody who made this game actually played through it all the way. Or at least not the people calling the shots played it through all the way. Because how do they just not lose it after a certain point? After a certain point of that sequence of conveying information, I really think that it's either they're stupid, they think we're stupid, or both. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't help it. It's so ridiculous.
Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway.
Disgusting.
Or do you have some kind of...
Water fetish.
I'm gonna tell anyone!
Fucking bear. No after conversation remark about that, Makoto? I mean, maybe he liked the fact that he wet the bed until he was in 5th grade, and he's more disappointed that doesn't happen more often. We're not getting to that conversation. I'm sorry I said it out loud. Ugh, what is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? Hello, Monokuma.
Watch out!
Whoa. That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it, and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa, and the plant's all like, snap, and your flesh is all like, blah, I'm dead.
In other words, it's a monstrosity.
It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student helped peek at an improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy.
Actually,
By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, even people. So it's totally good for the environment.
well done.
Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself.
My voice is already starting to hurt. My voice is not meant to do that. Ever. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I'd better keep my distance. Oh, that was the purpose of it. Alright. What else is there? Oh, it's this over here. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized. From a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. I don't know. It looks no more disorganized than the storeroom that was relevant in Chapter 3. It looks fine for the most part. And leaning against the back wall, is that a pickaxe? Yep, fertilizer. Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. Why? I really wish I could just get to the the murder, the investigation, and the trial. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? Okay, that one doesn't count. Huh? There's something carved in the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. Oh, we're not getting into it right now. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? Hey man, community garden. Although with a self-restocking kitchen and whatnot, you probably don't have to worry about that. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, some as big as your head. Any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Alright, is that all of it? And what else is there? There's the dojo. I can't go into the lab, so do I just have to go back into these classrooms? Oh yeah, shit, I know. I remember what is missing here. Nope, not this one. Oh, hello, Toko. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? He's not here. You can talk. Jesus. Is she trying to say something? I'm actually looking at the chalkboard now. Who's saying gross? Is that Kyoko? I think she's almost just a little more, and I might get it. I'm sorry, but I have no idea what it is you're trying to tell me. She just let her shoulders drop. She looked so sad. I guess she gave up. Wow, that was a good use of time. So it's not that classroom. Is it this one? It's probably the one at the very top. A little bit more into, what is it? Oh, Nighttime Secrets. A little bit more into the twisted mind of Monokuma. Yep, it's this top one here. You want to see some fucked up shit? Well, you're about to. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... It's also the only time they depict blood in this game that isn't pink, which is weird. I wonder if they forgot or it was intent. I really can't tell with that. I'm not even really complaining about it. It's just... It stands out. It was sour, pungent, and possibly rank.
I see.
It smells awful, doesn't it? It's... It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying... It's the smell of death. Their flesh and fat and blood. There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. I don't think I'm going to be able to get around to it, but in Byakuya's free time events, he basically talks about how he quote-unquote clawed his way to the top through the Tagami family, since they were all basically in a battle royale for who gets to be the next heir. But they don't describe what you have to do in order to do that. I brought that up because I'm curious. Has Byakuya, I wouldn't be surprised if Byakuya is like seeing his share of death, because who hasn't in the series even before they get to Hope's Peak. But I was curious to see if Byakuya has actually killed anybody, but then I remembered that the punishment for failing in this battle royale isn't necessarily death. You just kind of get kicked out of the Tagami family. Explains why Byakuya is a sociopath, but or borderline sociopath. But yeah, I don't think he's actually killed anybody. So a lot of what I said earlier about anybody being able to kick his ass kind of still stands up. Anyway. But he was right. I had experienced this smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is strong, condensed. It's the smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have...
Hey, come on now.
What? My fault again?
Boom, boom.
Stop trying to blame everything on me.
If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened.
Unbelievable.
No. It's quite the opposite.
The opposite?
Now then.
Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty, easy-squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it.
What?
Yes, indeed.
How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from NPCs and those mean old RPGs.
More clever than... definitely think they're more clever than they are.
Uh-oh.
But it's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody, gruesome deaths every day.
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier.
What's he talking about? He just left it the way he found it? And once you find out what really happened, it's really, really fucking stupid. But that's not going to be for a while. Or even in any game in the series. It's part of the Danganronpa 3. Which... maybe I'll do something with that someday. It'll be difficult, but we'll see. What's the meaning of all this? Do I gotta explore all of this shit? There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears all the bloodstains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. So I guess if pink blood stays around too long and dries up, it becomes red. This is all really blood? Of course. I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. That's definitely somebody who is not a fucking psychopath or sociopath would say. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way can I keep up with something like that. Smart decision. There are Walt. I was trying to say white chalk and it came out Walt. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always seen it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. So there's the camera. I think that's it, right? Yep, that's it. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. Thank God. But once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. I need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. You're all underage. You can't turn up at the club. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. and before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. But still, it's just the 6 of us. That's barely enough for a decent volleyball team.
Just a second.
Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still feel the oh, Jesus. Hina. This is one of those lines that was written and just kind of given to somebody when they could have just not given it to anybody. They could have erased that. Because the first line of her being like, stay positive is fine. This one just feels insensitive, especially since the last chapter concluded with your best friend taking her own life. Hey, that's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Alright. Owie?
Yeah.
I checked all the windows on the 5th floor, front to back. That used to kind of be Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else.
Correct.
Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either.
So,
But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice about the layout of the school? I asked.
Just a second.
You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Huh? Why do you ask?
So then,
Because if you did, you must have noticed the 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor? Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking. That's what it is, right? The stairs. The stairs aren't going, and there aren't any stairs there, right? Is that what you're talking about? The stairs? How there are no stairs on the 5th floor? The 5th floor doesn't have any stairs. Is that it? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end? Also very convenient if you guys don't plan on murdering anybody else, because that means that Monokuma doesn't have to open anything else up again.
correct.
We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part.
okay.
Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay. As long as we work together, I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. Jesus, all that just from Owie? Toko. Jesus. She's a good little dog, isn't she? Hey, Byakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something.
What?
So, why are you telling me?
Hey.
Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. I'd forgotten about that.
Huh?
Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us all in your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You water me, master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously? You're just gonna take it?
What the heck?
Shut up, and don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor, and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife? Whoa, that thing is huge. It's like Rambo size. I'm going to assume that is due to the localization. I'm curious what they originally referred to, and I would be surprised if it was still Rambo in the Japanese version.
What?
It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom?
Well,
How would I know?
Very suspicious.
What are you going to use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us?
I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave a knife just laying around.
How about that?
I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it?
You know?
We can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know what she might do.
What's your problem?
I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. So what to do?
So then,
Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it.
Okay.
Then that's that. Hold on, don't I get a say?
It's all clear now.
It just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. I mean, you are a human tool for most other people, Makoto. I didn't want to, I was gonna say something a lot meaner, but I thought that would be going too far. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. They're acting like I already said. Just take the damn knife, Shinji. Fine. I guess there's nothing I can do. I'll just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry it stinks. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel just strange. Jesus Christ. Does this girl like leave a trail behind her whenever she walks anywhere? So strange. Really strange. Oh no. I can't. I'm not. No. There will not be a recording of me doing that on here. No. Sorry, we're going on to the next line. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. All right, that's out of the way.
You know?
God, avoided that landmine. Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop. Oh God, there's so many things I gotta reaction to. And I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Things that we already explored, but I guess we'll go into further detail, I guess. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful.
For serious?
It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm pretty sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold.
Yeah.
Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. Did you not just see what happened with Toko a few moments ago? Again, out of order, but I would have brought it up either way. I think you're thinking of ducks. I'm starting to worry about you, Hiro. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is?
What the heck?
Hey, come on! You don't always have to call me dumb. Then stop saying dumb shit all the time. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. But if I'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question.
Huh?
So, What was the question again?
Ah,
Don't worry, you just answered it.
God, yeah. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor. Well, no. Strange is a massive understatement. Yes, that. Oh, the smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What? What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself is horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Ugh. I got thrown off by the space in there, but this is still grammatically correct. Everybody's smell, concentrated.
huh?
God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it.
But I mean, what the hell happened in that room?
So, in other words,
I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there?
Stop, seriously, I'm gonna throw up.
It can't be.
Perhaps that's what was meant by the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Huh? You're thinking the same thing then. My theory is the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
in other words,
Which, might as well, since they're talking about it, might as well mention it. Yep, cold as hell in here. Jesus. That is definitely a terrible thing. And they're gonna get into more detail later. And while I would say this is definitely cause for an outrage, what I would say actually qualifies as the tragedy is really, really fucking dumb. The sequence of events that would be called the tragedy, really fucking stupid. Really, really fucking stupid. Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. If that's true,
it's all clear now.
that would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors.
Hey,
I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful.
Not just awful, super awfully awful.
Yeah, I don't know what all it is. I don't know the entire thing off the top of my head. The long version of the tragedy, or the long title of the tragedy. They're right. It's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up?
Hey,
My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access.
The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there.
Could it be? If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature. The final boss or holy shit, we have referenced what have we referenced in like the last 5 minutes? We referenced Mario, we've referenced Resident Evil now. We referenced Rambo. Jeez, just pile it on, why don't you?
But
We're not in a horror game, though.
More clever than you actually are. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Think of first draft. Always the first draft.
naturally.
Your tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently.
Why are we following you again,
well,
prick? I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right. You know, just make Sakura proud. Well, actually, you know what? Sakura was more forgiving, but, you know, follow your instincts, Hina. Just kick him upside the head once he says some bullshit like that.
What?
No, how I said it is right, too. Fuck off, Byakuya. That's everybody, right? That's everybody. I've talked to everybody here. Is there more?
Hey,
Okay.
Hmm.
That strange room on the 5th floor. We can only assume that a large number of people died in that room. So the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in why didn't we just continue it from here unless I'm supposed to talk to Byakuya last, I guess. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago?
In other words,
Yeah, that. Okay.
naturally.
Who else do I need to talk to? I've literally talked to everybody here. Is there more? Yeah, she's still, like, you know, mid-orgasm.
Yeah.
There's that. I talked to
You
Hiro.
know?
Oh, yeah, god damn it. This shit. I still have to go. This is so goddamn dumb. Ugh. I totally forgot. Okay, chicken coop time. There are a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5! 5 chickens!
I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat, then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, or how about raw?
Because there's nothing fresher than... Woo! Yo, I need to look it up myself. What the hell was up with that whole washing your chicken or using lemon juice on your chicken and that bullshit? I'm just like... So, I can't get mad at Hina for not understanding that raw chicken is a bad idea when there are a bunch of dumbass adults that don't understand that how chicken works either. I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Alright, last one.
You know?
Yep, that. Blah, blah, blah. Stupid large plant chicken coop, and now tool shed. You notice it too, huh? That pickaxe.
What?
Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed, and the words "Crazy Diamond" had been carved into the handle. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere before? Crazy Diamond? Yeah, that does sound kind of familiar, I think.
it's true.
I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before.
Huh?
Huh? Where? That's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. Jesus, that was 3 chapters ago. I've mentioned a couple times, but geez, you really start feeling the loss of other people when it's just down to 6. When it's just down to 6 when you started with 15. His jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy Diamond.
I see.
You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden?
Could it be?
Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right?
Not possible.
But we didn't have access to the garden until today.
That's right.
Then maybe Mondo brought it with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it?
Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed. The pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Huh? Then what did?
Yo!
What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we could use it to call for help.
How are you going to call for help with a lawnmower?
What the heck?
I don't know. Maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it. I'm gonna make crop circles.
Well,
And we can use those to call for help.
What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know.
And here's another incredibly stupid line.
you know?
Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. And first of all, that was a very stupid, like, meta line. Secondly, your personality is that you're stupid and you don't know how to keep up with shit. You're off in your own little world. That's your personality. But anyway, that's it. Jesus. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now.
Yo!
So, now what do we do?
Hmm.
Well, starting today, you're all under my command. Okay, fuck off. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out.
No way!
Jeez, how cocky can you be? I will say that if I haven't said it before, I do appreciate Hiro also being a bit more willing to call out Byakuya than most of the other cast is. It's not assertive enough, but he still is willing to do so. You're just gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it that you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Huh?
Well,
Kyoko's identity, but Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto is the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like. This is a matter of trust. Who the fuck is gonna trust you, man? Like, okay, sure, you said that you are bowing out of the game, but that doesn't mean that anybody should trust your ass, especially when you've repeatedly stated that you really don't give a fuck about anybody else but yourself. So now you want to talk... whatever. Let's just continue on with this asshole leading the charge, I guess. Can you trust someone who is unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more unnecessary suspicion. So, Kyoko, it's time you told us. I can't.
huh?
What? Why won't you tell us?
Wrong.
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't.
What the heck?
What do you mean?
So,
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean... amnesia?
What?
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking. But if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. What would you laugh at, Byakuya?
This is very suspicious.
You can't be serious right now, can you?
whew,
I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
however,
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
What?
So you have no intention of telling us? Then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
hey,
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
It's all clear now.
I will simply limit your options. I can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity.
what?
Limit my options?
Just give up.
Give me the key to your room. How did he think? I'm curious how he thought this is gonna play out. Like, what? What? But if she gives you her room key,
Huh?
she can't go to sleep in her room. She'll be breaking a school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Just hold on. A threat like that,
That's fine.
fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
It can't be.
You damn fool. Why do you refuse to talk?
Because
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
So,
Maybe she really did lose her memory.
If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever, where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in. Jesus, Hero. Maybe the fact that y'all can't remember shit about stuff that apparently happened is... We'll get to that later.
However,
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
hey,
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
Come on.
Where do you think you're going?
goodbye.
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent. The only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
What the heck?
What's her deal?
but...
I think you went too far taking a room key like that. For her, that wasn't far enough. Jesus fucking Christ. Can somebody throw some cold water on her, please? Or maybe she gets off on the attention. I can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at. Holy shit.
Stop talking.
You're getting noisy again, Toko.
Come on.
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Hey, are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus, the situation, it's just like before. It's no different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop. Maybe if you opened your fucking mouth, Makoto, instead of just letting everybody prattle on as they do. Like, seriously, what? Say something. Just speak the fuck up. Okay. Well, good.
What?
What the hell? Why are you yelling all of a sudden? Cause, look. Oh. What? It's you. How long have you been standing there?
I'm very, very...
Now I'm really angry.
That, I guess.
Huh?
Angry at what? At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to tell you.
Oh, God. I'm losing my shit. Keeping up with all these voice changes. Ugh. Come on. You got this, Chuck. You got this. You are good.
At the thief! Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst.
Huh? What?
Hey,
My precious! They
I don't know what that was. You're precious.
your teacher had such faith in you. And this is how you repay me? With betrayal?
Okay, they had him voiced that long for some reason.
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies. But what the heck is your precious? Shut up! I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless on the street!
Too fucking real, Monokuma. God damn.
What the heck?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about?
So,
He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean?
It likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? But if that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? God, this is finally over.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Uh-oh, we need to get out of here.
You know?
We can talk about this more tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, after what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around.
Well,
Not like we need you to tell us that.
Goodbye.
Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really going to be okay? She can't get into her room. What's she going to do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, did I hear the doorbell? Kyoko?
Hey,
I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime. I mean, you always could. And Celeste has been dead for a couple chapters, so... I can't just not go. You know, maybe could be a two-person pool party in the bathhouse.
hey,
Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay. I'm used to it. I mean, he might as well be. How many times has he been dragged out of his room when it's nighttime?
correct.
Indeed.
So then,
Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever it is you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you? Kyoko, come on.
indeed.
That's right. So I was right. But what did you steal?
So,
I stole this. Key? But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma. It was probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this?
so,
From the headmaster's room. What? You snuck into the headmaster's room? But wasn't it locked?
however,
The lock was broken. Oh, my nose is getting stuffed up and it's bugging me. For real, it has been super chilly. Like, colder than I feel like it's supposed to be at this time of the year, at least where I'm at. The lock was broken. What?
correct.
It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did?
Indeed.
Remember what she said in her note? I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. So, Sakura broke into the headmaster's room for us?
That's right.
So we can uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated the school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so our last act was to defy the rules of this place.
Indeed.
I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to...
Correct.
I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room, and as a result, I found this key. Wow. Then, what you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too? Oh god, yep.
Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student, lying
lying
hidden somewhere in this school. The one they call the ultimate despair. Watch out for her.
And I know that's not the last time we're going to hear it. Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there?
Indeed.
I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
In other words,
She may very well be the mastermind. But mastermind? But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
wrong.
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. To make such a strong statement without any proof, that's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba really could be the mastermind? I mean, it could be anybody at this point.
Anyway,
This is the key. This key is the one big opportunity we've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, but I mean, what's this key even unlock?
so
I don't know yet, which is why I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so you're planning on sneaking back in again? You can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention, but we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us,
is that right?
but they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
Hey,
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
hey,
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
why is that?
I don't think you need to worry all that much. I mean, it's not your ass on the line. I get, okay, it kind of is, but not really. I mean, given the choices between being caught immediately and caught later, I'd want to be caught later. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery. Am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter, and this is true. Kyoko, they are going to bring this up later, and it's actually pretty good. It's actually a really good way. It's a good moment in the story. But Monokuma already forging evidence in the, or at least forging something that didn't belong there in order to steer the investigation a certain way, already gives you an inclination that the mastermind is not necessarily going to be following their own rules, but the story knows what it wants. Kyoko is going to be right after all, so I don't even know why I'm saying anything. I don't know why I'm doing this in the first place, aside from it's kind of fun. He could just kill us without a second thought.
I see.
In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
Correct.
In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
In other words,
We gain something whether we succeed or not. now there's no reason not to do it, right? But
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
we know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
Hey,
Am I wrong? At that moment, I finally realized Kyoko had the biggest balls of everybody in the school. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Not yet, but just wait. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and I wouldn't if I could. Then Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. Huh? What's this?
it's true.
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens,
However,
I'm not planning on dying, but there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
hey,
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
indeed.
Yes, of course.
Hey,
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance that the mastermind might find out, right?
indeed.
Well, there's that too. Huh? You mean there's something else?
Well,
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. I can't just forget that easily.
so then,
Okay then, shall we begin?
Makoto.
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
Goodbye.
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. Because, dear Lord, I don't want to die at the hands of this fucking bear. No, everything's gonna be fine. I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, let's do this. Leroy! Nah, never mind. Hey, Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here, I've got a bone to pick with you. Then, a few moments later...
Monokuma appears!
Well, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
Hey!
Hey, by the way,
Huh?
Most suspicious.
what were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse, just the two of you, in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet. So wet and warm. I bet you guys...
Removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. I mean, you could say fuck. Like, fuck has been pretty... It hasn't been said for a while, but Mondo is pretty liberal with the F-bomb, so... let's see. Fuck, bone, screw, grind, get some pussy, tritty trat. Nobody's gonna know what tritty trat is. That's an old term. Parking the beef bus in Tuna Town. You got options, man. I'm sure some of them are safe. Oh, okay.
all over her, didn't you?
Would that be too explicit? Huh. I'm not super familiar with censorship law, but would the act of skeeting, of mentioning skeeting over somebody in a game would that be warrant for AO?
Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late night bath scenes. Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation far away from X-rated exploits.
Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance cameras in the bathhouse?
Wow.
Bullseye!
Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Damn, Makoto. Got Monokuma. Got his ass. Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
You need something?
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out here. Now, what do you want?
Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
Say what?
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella?
Actually,
But in the Bear Kingdom, there is no male or female.
Okay. Actually, yes, there is.
what?
Seriously?
My
then-
entire existence!
Okay, we'll just leave it at that.
This is kind of depressing.
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. So what did you really want to ask me?
Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious had been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
What are you thinking?
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but is that seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me?
Unbelievable.
You gotta be kidding me! You gotta be 100 megas on freaking kidding me! You're not gonna ask something useful like how to get the best honey or ursine breeding tips?
I thought you didn't want to do anything X-rated. Monokuma, keep your story straight, man.
This is just crazy! Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
What the heck?
God, you're so annoying! Fine, I'll tell you it was a key and that's it!
What was that second thing?
It's a blank, stupid! A secret! Fill it in yourself! Making me trudge all the way out here for that? I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours!
Boom, boom.
And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out!
How did somebody make that voice? Like actual speaking like Monokuma. I'm not really even trying to do Monokuma. I'm trying to do something close enough to it, and it's just killing me. It is fucking killing me. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Phew. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine, right? I went back to my room and lay down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep. And now I gotta do it some more.
Monokuma Theater, brought to you by Spike Toonsoft Company Limited.
Oh, it's this one. Yeah, I'm pretty certain this was an early, like an early idea that they made for their game, for the game that they wanted to make, and then they would probably take this concept and transform it into Ultra Despair Girls.
This super stylish, super fashionable game was canceled during development, but it'll start back up it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well.
Then you guys have to recommend it to your friends, too.
I don't know if I've mentioned it on stream, but I've often described Danganronpa as an interesting game that I like. Well, obviously, I think it's an interesting game that I like talking about, but I can't honestly recommend it to anybody else. I just kind of got sucked in on a whim. I checked it out a long ass time ago when a channel that I was subscribed to uploaded it, and now I'm just kind of stuck with it as part of my makeup. I would not necessarily say that if.
Good morning, everyone. It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine.
Yeah, if you haven't fallen into the Danganronpa rabbit hole, then avoid it if you can.
Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
My body feels so heavy this morning. It must be because I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. I mean, where else can I go? Just take me to the damn dining hall. Ain't nobody really hanging out anymore.
What?
You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? So this motherfucker who did not show up multiple sessions at a time. Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today.
What's your problem?
You really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work?
Huh?
Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Huh? I just thought, I mean, since the day had passed, it had maybe reset. Sorry, please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says, "Bad girl." I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. Stop telling everybody your goddamn fetishes. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. If I do, you can stuff my mouth full of trash. As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone.
So,
Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning.
Could it be?
Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, for anything.
Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday and she's not going to show up anymore.
I can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. The best thing to do right now is just keep quiet.
Very strange.
Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so...
You know?
Oh yeah, you still have her key, right?
What's this?
Ah, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri?
What? What do you want now?
Hey! Hey!
I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right?
Do you know where she is?
ooh.
Well, it's hard to say.
Huh?
Huh? You don't know either?
What?
It's because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information.
Uh-huh.
Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap?
This is very suspicious.
I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes the subjects like that. Thank goodness. It looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off just fine last night. Which could mean...
Hey,
maybe the mastermind... Yeah, I'm not going to repeat it. I'm so tired of repeating shit. Could she have been right about that?
Hey! So, was I right? You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone?
We have no idea.
What the heck?
And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you.
What the heck?
For serious!
I see. Well, fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers.
As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other.
So what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either?
It would seem that way.
You know?
Where the heck could she have gone?
Don't you think we should all go look for her?
And how would you suggest we approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her.
Very suspicious.
Yeah, how can he not know where she is?
Yeah, totally.
So strange.
Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma would notice? Where could it be? Yep, shit is actually starting to happen now. We spent the rest of breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Yep, free time. So we do have a little bit of it. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Alright, where is everybody at? Are they all on the 5th floor? Yep, all here. I think it might finally be time to spend with fucking Byakuya. God damn it. Or have I spent any time with Toko yet? Because dear lord, if I can avoid spending time with that asshole. Ultimate writing prodigy and... I said prodigy, god damn it, prodigy. Ugh, I've heard so many people pronounce it prodigy now that I'm starting to... this is not a good sign for my brain is letting me down. Okay, but I have not spent any time with or rather, does it include Jack in here? Nope. I also didn't get any time with Sakura because it didn't initiate any sort of conversation. Alright, what kind of shit does Toko like? Because yeah, this... if she was not so obsessed with Byakuya, I don't think she would be quite as appalling. When are we ever gonna get out of here? Not that I'd have much to look forward to if I did get out.
What's your problem?
What, more pity? Aren't you such a good person showing me all this pity? Alright, so... I need to see who likes those gifts. Nope, 0.
What the heck?
Okay. I can't forgive this. I'll never forgive you for being this nice to me. She's just standing there. Does she want something?
but she's not saying anything. Maybe I should try to start a conversation. Good idea, Makoto. Toko? What? You wanted to talk to me? Well, I can't stop you, so talk already. Okay, sure, but what should I say? So, what do you like to do in your spare time? Why do you want to know? Well, I mean, you know, we're trapped here together, right? If we're gonna be friends, it'd be nice to get to know each other. Huh? What'd you just say? After that part about being trapped, we're gonna be what? Friends? What do you mean for friends? You think I'm so stupid? You're trying to trick me. I've already been hurt once before. I'm not gonna let it happen again. You've been hurt? What happened?
Anyway.
Come on, you don't really care about me. You don't want to know about me? Even I know that. No, that's not true.
What the heck?
Fine, then to tell me. Tell you what? You know why they call me the ultimate writing prodigy. I said it again. Prodigy, right? Oh my god. Yeah, sure. You've won all kinds of literature prizes and stuff. Then tell me what I'm good at. Tell me what my genre specialty is. If you really want to convince me that you give a crap, you should at least know that. The genre that the ultimate writing prodigy specializes in. I am so mad at myself for almost saying prodigy again. It's romance, of course. Oh, you actually knew? Your biggest success was So Lingers the Ocean, right? Everyone says it's your masterpiece. The book was such a hit with fishermen that fishermen shot to the top of all the hottest men polls, right? How did you know all that? There's no way you care about me. I'm telling you I do. I mean, we're friends, aren't we?
Huh?
I'm blind. Your straightforward nature blinded me. Imagine in your head what that would sound like. I'm not gonna do it. Toko ran off, screaming like a banshee. I'm not really sure. Does she hate me now? Okay, new skill. Good, 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 good. I think there's one more session. Where's that up? I feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead, and now I'm getting chills. This is bad. I think I might be getting sick. Ugh. But damn it all if we're not going to be making friends with folks. And yeah, I don't think I have a choice now. Well, I do have a choice, but I'm trying to get at least everybody once. So here we go. Byakuya. Scurrying around again, huh? Looking at you makes me physically ill. Should I talk to this bug? Yes. Fucking shit. Damn it.
That's fine.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge in my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I spent some time with Byakuya. What is this rich asshole like? This is weird. I guess it's just because it's old and antique, and he thinks it looks like it's worth a whole bunch.
I see.
Now, this is a rare moment. Coming from a noble family, I've never been exposed to such vulgarity. Interesting. I think I'll keep it. Good start, just like Toko. I have a question for you. Huh? You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So to answer my question, I need you to explain to me exactly what your ultimate lucky student title means. Oh, well, I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. Good job, Byakuya! I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you with absolutely no unique talents or abilities could get into this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner get in? Boring? Generic? Did you really have to list all that off?
Naturally.
But it's the truth. Maybe compared to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. Fuck, I forgot. Not ultimate affluent progeny. The ultimate rich kid and all. But even I... You seem to think it's merely an issue of title. But make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all ultimate. Okay, ultimate rich kid.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Except when you got your ass handed to you in the last trial. Again, there are people... I understand why people like Hero more than I understand why people... and why anybody would like Byakuya. But God, here we go. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. He's really taking this to the extreme. You, who have nothing, I, who have everything, we are living proof that all men are not created equal. Nope, not gonna say that. Don't say it, Chuck. Don't say it. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pity you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared for extreme psychological trauma. Or whip his ass, Makoto. That too. I need to be prepared to give him the ultimate ass whooping. Who's the ultimate ass whooper in this universe? Why can't they be a character? Cool and composed, okay. Another skill, that's good. Because that's what I wanted. I did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass and went back to my room. I'm just like, there's a difference between being humble and just having low self-esteem. I'm sorry, Makoto, you've done a shitload more for everybody in this game than damn near everybody else. I'm getting the chills. I feel kind of dizzy. I can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while. Game. But I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped into my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Damn, that is pretty fucked up. Malaise and fatigue is a bitch if you don't take care of it right away. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness, which is all to say, I was restless. Yeah, being that kind of sick fucking sucks. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
I understand.
That voice. It's so familiar. It's...
I understand.
It's me.
I understand. I should understand everything. My goal isn't to get out of here. It's to stay here.
Huh? What am I trying to say?
Hope. This is all for hope. And that's why I have to stay. I have to stay here. My dream just now. What? So strange. Huh?
Here's the first one. A lot of shit just happened that they could not afford to animate or depict.
Hmm? Kyoko? What the... What did you say?
Yeah, Makoto must be feeling all sorts of fucked up right now. Oh, god damn it.
Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days, days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
If the world were like that, I'd consider that pretty damn abnormal.
There is probably some super hippie, like out there in the ether person who could probably translate what the meaning of all these Monokuma Theater interruptions are supposed to be, or what they mean.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m., and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day!
It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up to the rest of the way. The chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy, they all had disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either. It was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. Man, I know that shit. I'm not somebody who remembers many of the dreams I have, and usually when I have them, it's because it's usually relating to something really stressful that's going on in my day-to-day. But any of like the good dreams I have that are probably bouncing around up there, nope, can't ever recall those. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. Yes, I came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. Man, that was one strong but quick to go ass fever. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then all of a sudden I was awake. Oh, here's two. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed, wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, I feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. Oh, really feverishly? Oh. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember... That's two for this one as well. Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Is it the door? Oh, there we go. That's pretty... I'm not trying... Okay. Oh, yeah. Oh, duh, I'm stupid. God damn it. Will you please let me... Thank you. I swear I'm locking onto the right thing that I want to examine, and it's picking something else. I open the desk drawer and... Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Wait, nothing inside. That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't... Oh, God. We're digging a long road to another short point of the fact that the knife that Makoto put there is no longer there. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in here. Wait, that means... Jesus Christ. 3. The knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell is going on? Well, I don't think I'm going to figure it out on my own. I should head to the dining hall. Then I can talk to everyone else about it. Yeah, boy, you're going to be in for a rude awakening here.
Hey, Makoto.
Ah, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know. So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain.
Okay.
Let's go meet up with everyone else, and then they can tell you all about it.
So, is everyone waiting somewhere else or something?
That's right.
Oh yeah, we all stayed up the whole night.
The whole night?
I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone.
Okay.
So you got here just in time. Come on, help me carry it.
Okay, sure. What do these folks even eat for breakfast every day?
Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there.
The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Are we talking? Well, that's a dojo, not a gym. So, oh yeah. I went actually to go to this area. I don't think we went to this area at all. No, we did go to this area. We did have to take Hina to the nurse's office after she was attacked by Jack. But yeah, really haven't had to explore this area in a bit.
Ah, there he is.
Huh?
This
Oh,
is
hey,
worse than being
Makoto.
late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once. Jesus Christ, Hero.
What?
Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal.
You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed?
Just like Hina said, everyone was there, besides Kyoko. And then I noticed they'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was, what the... Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma, and none of these motherfuckers can do shit with it.
But what are you doing?
What does it look like? We're dismantling it to see what makes it tick.
Dismantling? But I mean, that's Monokuma you're messing with, right?
Yeah, that's right.
She's not even phased.
I mean, come on, Makoto, suck up. It's a deactivated Monokuma unit. Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but... What is this? What are you guys doing? It looked... Professionally disassembled, huh? Okay, we'll go with that. How is that possible? Tearing apart something like this that isn't dangerous? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous?
Hey, come on.
Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. And want to get your organs to take care of my debt. That's what happens in this free time, by the way. Byakuya found this little fella lying around, then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything.
What?
Just before we went to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react, didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited there until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was the master stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote-controlled toy. Wasn't enough free time to invest in something like that anyway. But besides that, what I'm wondering is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe it malfunctioned, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down,
So, in other words,
then maybe something happened to his puppeteer, the mastermind. Something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. something unexpected?
They were probably so scared of the master, they ran away into terror.
Okay, you simp.
Could it be...
Are girls who are simps also simps? Is simp universal, or is there a masculine and feminine, or possibly even or non-binary? I really don't. I know simp. I don't keep up with all the weird ass lingo people come up with.
Or maybe they got sick or something?
But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer and plays as necessary.
That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right?
Hey guys, I don't think now is a good time for light conversation, you know? I just found something. What is it?
It's...
Huh?
It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure.
What?
A bomb?
That's super bad. We need to get rid of it.
Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, it's sure to go off. What? Motion sensor? For serious? I'm starting to get all shaky.
Just a second.
Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you?
I'm fine. I'm totally fine.
You're so not fine. You're all
Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. God. Fucking dickhead, Byakuya. Jeez, don't scare me like that.
God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century.
Don't be mean.
Hey, come on. The century's just getting started. Don't call the race already.
Whatever. Just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging onto it is not going to do anyone any good.
Oh, yeah. Good call.
Well?
Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hiro put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. He just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could that have been? When I thought about it, 4. I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto?
Huh?
Hey.
Don't us. Did you hear a thing we just said? Huh?
So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal?
Sorry.
We were saying, since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now?
And we've decided to continue our offensive assault.
It's all clear now.
To try and uncover the mastermind's true identity, we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really?
Naturally.
Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance. Wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there...
What?
If you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself.
What the heck?
Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6.
That was actually not a bad... For Toko, that's not a bad burn.
Such ignorance.
This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate.
But...
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now.
Come on.
So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away, or are you going to fight? You're right. I'll go with you.
It's all clear now.
Okay then. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves.
I'll follow you anywhere, Master. To all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength.
How about that?
I can do this. I'm a man, and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Alright. Everybody better not be hanging around some weird-ass place. Toko.
Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way.
Okay.
Sakura's gonna be watching over us, so we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end.
I'm going the right way. It's right down here. We finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all. And Byakuya,
Let's go.
this is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked, as expected. So what are you gonna do?
What?
Isn't it obvious? We're going to tear this door off its hinges.
Wait, but the rules say...
We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there,
So in other words,
then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen.
Hey.
Okay, sure, but
what?
we've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. Makoto loves prose. Byakuya likes repeating himself to seem more insistent or forceful.
This is so beautiful.
I mean,
For serious?
What the heck?
We don't have any choice. We're desperate.
Okay.
Let's do it. Let's rip this door down.
actually,
Okay, but how are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? The thing in the tool shed.
oh, so then.
Oh yeah, the pickaxe!
I see.
Interesting. That could very well be exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it?
Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock. So it's probably 9 on the dot now.
It's all clear now.
Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01.
What?
That's straight up unreasonable!
By myself?
Naturally.
Surely you like to have your me time once in a while, right?
Well, if it's me and you time, Master, then yeah.
What?
You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long, and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Could you do that for the rest of us, please?
Unacceptable!
Jesus. And I'm going to take this opportunity to take a drink because I want to wash that off of me. Okay, so with that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants. Rabid elephants? Are elephants known to go rabid? I don't know.
Hey.
For serious though, are we just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger.
If you spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward.
Yes. Flashback, flashback,
Hey.
flashback. Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all... No. I'm totally flap staff.
Fap sauce?
What? Gross! Where'd that come from? Wait, Genocide Jill? Where'd you come from?
You called for me and so I appear.
Hello, it's the wonderful murderous fiend, here to greet you with a sharp smile.
I am so happy that they accompany that voice prompt along with the line, so I don't have to attempt to make it myself.
Come on.
What about the pickaxe? Where is it?
I was supposed to pick an axe?
No, you seeping imbecile. The pickaxe.
Seeping imbecile? Oh, master! You wound me with your executive level barbs! Bushman, here comes the bloody nose!
Huh?
Seriously, though, did you really forget the pickaxe?
Give it a rest.
Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch.
Not possible.
This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate. I don't see your ass trying to go and get the pickaxe right now. Are you, Byakuya? You lazy fuck?
Yes.
Ah, the light bulb just went on.
I see.
That's why I went to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe. All right, we've solved one mystery. That means there's just one mystery left.
One more mystery?
Have you reached that certain age?
Yep, now we just need to figure out the identity of Object X.
So,
Now what are you talking about?
Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life.
You've gotta be kidding!
I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden.
What? What did you find?
Or
You SOB!
did you hear me? I said corpse.
A corpse?
Yep.
That's right. I found a corpse in the garden.
You found a corpse in the garden? Yes,
What did
Makoto.
you say?
Well then, before we enter the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into.
Come on.
We're going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... I saw someone on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the?
Are they really dead?
For sure, but who is it? Oh, God. Ugh. God. That was longer than I thought it was going to be. And you know what? I think I will go ahead and call it for right now because nose is stuffy. My throat is actually fucking hurting. There was so much Monokuma chatter. He's really been fairly quiet, or at least I haven't had to voice him that much in the last couple of sessions that, Jesus. So, we'll go ahead and wrap it up right here. But I do have to keep a mental note. We're at 4 flashbacks of the luchador holding the knife, or somebody in the luchador mask holding a knife. 3 of Kyoko showing up just afterwards. 2 of the if you spend all your time avoiding danger, you'll never move forward. And there's going to be more. There's definitely going to be more. So, we will go ahead and continue Danganronpa probably sometime later this week. Probably going to be next Saturday. Might move the time around just in case, I'm not sure yet. But yeah, things are going to get even sillier and more grinding and grading as soon as we get to the investigation and clash trial. I will say it does have some good moments, but it is just a lot of bullshit to set up for the actual climax of the game. But for right now, thank you everybody who stopped by and watched. Appreciate you. I need to work better on posting more community stuff on the community posts outside of screenshots and just stream updates. But for all intents and purposes, Blue Sky, it does a much better. It does that a lot better for me and a lot easier, and got a lot more eyes on it. I'll try and be better, but for real, if you haven't followed me on Blue Sky, it's in the description. Please follow me there. That's where I post pretty much everything that comes up, be it something just be a random thought in my head or updates or everything else. It's pretty much you're all in one location to see what's going on with me. But anyway, again, thank you all for visiting and stopping by. Leave a comment, a like, subscribe, all that other shit. And I appreciate everybody who does just spend a little bit of time with my videos. I really do appreciate it. So until next time, take it easy. Have a good weekend, everybody. And there's going to be more flashbacks.